said more parties could join the war, and now they have. Like I said, the Houthi rebels in Yemen, they have declared war on Israel. And it's not just empty words, they are backing it with action. The Houthis fired rockets and missiles at Israel. The IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, shot them down. Now this development is very important because until now, it was Israel versus Hamas. Yes, Hezbollah rockets were being fired, but it wasn't an official declaration of war. This one is.
With the help of God, our armed forces have launched a large barrage of ballistic and cruise missiles, as well as a significant number of drones at various targets of the Israeli enemy in the occupied territories. It affirms a continuation of carrying out more qualitative strikes with missiles and drones until the Israeli aggression ceases.
Let's break this down for you. Who are the Houthis? Why are they joining this war? How is Israel responding, and what are the risks? Let's start with the first question. Who are the Houthis? The Houthis are a movement based in Yemen. It's a country located in the Arabian Peninsula, right below Saudi Arabia. There is a civil war going on in Yemen as we speak. The Houthis on one side and the UN recognized government on the other. The government is backed by a number of parties. Chief among them are the United States and Saudi Arabia. They back the government. And the Houthis are fighting them. And so the Houthis hate them, obviously. In fact, their slogan should sum it up. This is the Houthi slogan: death to America, death to Israel, curse the Jews. That's the official Houthi slogan. And do not take them lightly. The Houthis control the Yemeni capital of Sana'a, also 70 to 80% of the population. They have the numbers, they have the battle experience, and they have the weapons. Take a look at their arsenal. Reports say the bulk of it is the Burkan 3 missile. Its range is around 1,200 kilometers, just enough to strike Israel. Then you have the Badr P-1 rockets, range of 150 kilometers. They also have precision-guided rockets and anti-ship missiles. And the Houthis do not hide any of this. Just look at their military parade in September. Their arsenal was on full display, which brings us to the second question. Why are they joining this war? Well, the Houthis are rooted in the Shia sect of Islam. And who is the biggest Shia power? Iran. Tehran has been accused of arming and funding the Houthis. They're part of the axis of resistance, like the Hezbollah in Lebanon or the Hamas in Gaza, the Houthis in Yemen. So chances are Iran gave approval for this strike, for them joining the war. It's unlikely that Houthis made this decision without Iranian support. Question number 3. How is Israel responding? Well, the IDF is more than capable of handling the Houthis. On Tuesday, they shot down Houthi drones. They also downed unidentified objects over the Red Sea. Chances are those were Houthi missiles. Israel has also deployed missile boats to the Red Sea. The US also has military assets there. In fact, one of them shot down Houthi drones last month. So Israel is taking all precautions. But the IDF seems clear about one thing. Houthis or not, their focus is still on Gaza.
There are many actors in the region who operate as Iran proxies, such as the Houthis, who are trying to challenge us and distract us from the war in Gaza. We remain focused. We are focused on the war in Gaza. We will know how to defend ourselves wherever needed.
Like I said, the IDF is more than capable, and the Houthis know this. So this declaration of war is more political than military. It does not tip the scales against Israel. But it does send a warning, because the IDF can handle the odd missiles from Yemen. But can they handle missiles from Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq? And that's the threat that Iran brings. They have proxies like Houthis all over West Asia. If all of them join this war, it could be trouble. Which brings us to the final question. What's the biggest risk here? A massive spillover. Let me pull that map again for you. Yemen is located to the south of Saudi Arabia. So any Houthi missile crosses Saudi airspace. They fly over Saudi Arabia and Jordan into Israel. That's the shortest route. But what if the missiles fail? What if they land on Saudi Arabian territory? We ask because it has happened before. In 2019, Houthis claimed an attack on Saudi Arabia. Around half of their oil output was temporarily cut. We cannot rule out a repeat. Because like we said, the Houthis are rivals of Saudi Arabia. So the spillover risk is very real. The US could be dragged in, the Saudis could get dragged in, and Iran could emerge from behind the scenes.